We begin tonight with the first televised debate between the two leading presidential candidates. Good evening, I'm Shannon Heggie.
I'm Mike Montecalvo. President Donald Trump and Democratic nominee, former Vice President Joe Biden, took the stage in Cleveland, Ohio tonight. The two often talked over each other and lobbed insults. At one point, moderator Fox News anchor Chris Wallace asked them to stop interrupting each other.
Joe, you agreed with Bernie Sanders, who's far left, on the manifesto, we call it. And that gives you socialized medicine.
Look, hey,
are you saying
I'm not going to listen to him.
Vice President Biden, you are holding much smaller events with...
Nobody will show up.
People with...
Well, it's true. Nobody shows up to his rallies.
All right.
The two candidates spoke on a number of topics, including the coronavirus pandemic, the economy, the Supreme Court, and the environment. For more, 12 News reporter Shiina LoSciuto joins us now from the newsroom with a recap. Shiina?
Yeah, like you just mentioned, a lot of the topics that were mentioned were things that are all on top of mind for most Americans, things that have been in the headlines, like the pandemic, and things like racism were discussed, and also things like the violent riots across the country. All of those things were talked about. Now, this interaction here that you're about to hear was sparked after President Trump was asked a question about if he believes systemic racism exists. Then, after Biden responded, there was a lot of back and forth.
In fact, we're all Americans. The only way we're going to bring this country together is bring everybody together. There's nothing we cannot do if we do it together. We can take this on and we can defeat racism in America.
President Trump, sir.
During the Obama-Biden administration, there was tremendous division. There was hatred. You look at Ferguson, you go to many places. Look at Oakland. Look what happened in Oakland. Look what happened in Baltimore. Look what happened. Frankly, it was more violent than what I'm even seeing now.
Oh, my
but
Lord.
The reason is that
ridiculous.
the Democrats that run these cities don't want to talk like you about law and order.
Violent
and you
crime,
still haven't mentioned. Are you in favor of law and order?
I'm in favor of law. You follow.
Are you in favor of law and order? Go
yes,
ahead.
I'm in favor.
You asked a question, let him finish.
Law and order.
Law and order.
Let him.
Law and order with justice, where people get treated fairly.
Now, as you just saw, and I'm sure my colleague Ted will continue this coverage by also saying there was just a lot of back and forth, so there was not a lot of clear answers or bullet points that we could really kind of see in this debate. Now, the vice presidential candidates will take the stage on October 7th in Utah. I'm Shiina LoSciuto, 12 News.
Shiina, thank you. More live coverage of the debate from your local election headquarters. I'm joined by now 12 News politics editor Ted Nesi for analysis. Nora O'Donnell, coming out of the debate, called it chaos.
Yeah, I mean, that's what this debate was. I'm still a little stunned having watched it. But President Trump clearly came in with a strategy, and one we've seen him employ before against his opponents in previous debates, just try to steamroll over them, cut in, not even obey the moderator on his rules. And at first, I do think it might have rattled Joe Biden a little bit, but eventually he was jumping in too, and at one point, moderator Chris Wallace was really struggling to keep things on track. As you can hear in this exchange, it was about the 60-minute mark.
That's the end of the segment. We're moving on.
He didn't take them.
Well,
Vice President, no.
Can I be honest? It's a very important question.
Try to be honest.
He stood up.
No, the answer to the question is no.
Ukraine.
No, sir.
With $1 billion, if you
that is absolutely not true.
You're going to have
true.
Gentlemen. I hate to raise my voice, but it seems to be, why shouldn't I be different than the two of you?
So, of course, Mike, the question is how much that kind of chaotic talk over each other atmosphere is going to really affect, swing voters, or are they just going to say, I don't know what they're talking about, and the debates won't have an effect at all? We're going to find out.
Ted, when you're breaking down this, you're looking for different topics to talk about, and what you just heard and saw was largely almost an hour and a half. But when they were talking about the Supreme Court seat, and that was towards the beginning of the debate, they went back and forth a little bit. Here's a little of the exchange.
We won the election, and therefore we have the right to choose her, and very few people knowingly would say otherwise. And by the way, the Democrats, they wouldn't even think about not doing it. If they had, the only difference is they'd try and do it faster.
The American people have a right to have a say in who the Supreme Court nominee is, and that say occurs when they vote for United States senators and when they vote for the President of the United States. They're not going to get that chance now because we're in the middle of an election already.
And as I mentioned, it was a clear divide right here.
Yeah, I think, this is an issue both sides actually think helps them. Democrats think a lot of voters will be uncomfortable with deciding a Supreme Court seat and moving from a liberal justice to a conservative justice this close to an election. They're talking a lot about the potential challenge to the Affordable Care Act and Roe versus Wade. But the Republicans think their base has been very happy with how many judges President Trump has confirmed, and that this is something that riles them up. So it was a time when you heard both of them very happily being on very different sides of the issue.
And real quick, Ted, Joe Fleming, our political analyst, earlier in the night said there's about 10% of undecided voters that could be swayed, maybe starting tonight. Did this debate do that?
It's hard to say, and I fear making any prognostications. I just think the less voters can follow the issues and get a real sense of where people stand, the less I think it helps them make up their minds. And we'll have to see how in the next few days kind of where the coverage goes and what people take away from it. But certainly the initial reaction is just, wow, that was a lot.
That was a lot. All right, Ted, thank you very much.